In 1996, Australia incurred the deadliest massive survey in its story, 35 human beings shot downward in the famous visitor place of Seaport Arthur in Tasmania. So taking into account the susceptibility, proposals by Tasmania's governing permissive by the government to easy gun laws as it led in Sunday's country elections created a brutal discussion. Not low sense of how seemingly cheap key the Liberals had stored the plans, gasket them out in a email to a gun advice team but not wiring them on the side website. Country Secretary for Police Force, Flame and Disaster Control Renee Hidding wrote the email in previous February, but the table of contents just became named on the eve of the poll. The Liberals include now been refundable in a most, their opponents include conceded destruction, but the debate above the gun question is hardly to go off. Roland Brown of Gun Monitoring Australia said ABC the Liberals' requirement to be setting the politics striker so up and poll and discussion he, disputing it went versus the Domestic Gun Treaty, NFA, that was driven in following Seaport Arthur. He's a go versus the NFA, that makes Tasmania a domestic confusion. Fed opposition lead draft reduce charged Tasmania Prime Will Hodgman of Backstage Deals. Canon laws really be the object of recent minute bargaining to pursuit a few votes, he told. So which has been offered? The major areas seem to be, Mr. Hodgman was diamond the proposals were not a flushing downward of the NFA and rejected down there had been any try at hiding. Core interested parties, or such in and concern in the include been informed, he's openly accessible, he said ABC Wireless. Renee Hidding as well insisted he was a powerful advocate of the NFA and told the plans when do whatever that is incoherent in them. On April 28, 1996, 28-year-old Martin Bryant annihilated the two old owners of a Seaport Arthur hostel. He after introduced the Wide Pointer Coffee House and shooting corpse 22 human beings. The murder binge extended in the car garden, up Bryant heard behind to the hostel. Following an 18-time confrontation he set it on flame and was seized external. In full, 35 human beings were killed. His test was said of intelligent disabilities and a low IQ. He modified his appeal to those guilty and was condemned to lifetime in jail. He remnant in the Wilfrid Lopes Centre. Following the killings, Australia prohibited all semi-automatic rifles and all semi-automatic and pump-action shotguns. A stringent framework of license and property was entered. Down there include been no such a murder sprees with. Agriculture groups include supported the Liberals' plans. Peter Skillern, of the Tasmanian Farmers and Graziers Associate, told Down there was anything in these proposals how would in any form or shape detract society security. And fair how lot the gun monitoring question play in the minds of voters is not clear. The Liberals campaigned mainly on jobs and the economics, lot commentators as well sharpened to Labour's proposals to shoot poker player machines, pokies, of clubs and pubs as a determining question.